This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School and this evening's Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Shippensburg Greyhounds. I'm John Freeman. Joining me tonight will be Jason Heilman as the Blue Devils look to get back on the winning track before the home crowd on senior night here in Greencastle. Tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Summit Sports Medicine, Chambersburg and Waynesboro. The Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. The Sports Page, your new source for Franklin County sports, is at thesportspage.blog. The United States Air Force, aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. The U.S. Air Force. Contact Tech Sergeant Patrick at 717-480-7254. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas in Chambersburg and McLaughlin Drug Stores of McConnellsburg. Greencastle Notary Services, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, 116 South Antrim Way in Greencastle. Blue Heron From Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events company. Antrim Diesel, we're ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspections to complete repairs of all diesel-powered vehicles. And finally this evening, Klein Tours. Visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. We're going to take a quick break and be back with a preview of tonight's contest between the Blue Devils and the Greyhounds. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic at Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. I'm John Freeman. Joining me tonight is Jason Heilman. And Jason, it's been a bit of a rough stretch for the Blue Devils as they've lost 4 straight games, including a 63-37 loss on Tuesday to Big Spring. That was their second lowest offensive output of the season. What do they need to do this evening to try and get that offense back on track?
Well, John, first off, first order of business is they're going to need to slow down this Shippensburg team. Last time up, when they played Shippensburg up there, they gave up their second highest point total given up for the year, 81 points. Just one off the highest point total, 82, given up to Northern. So they got to slow this game down or slow Shippensburg down in some way to try and stay in this game. And the other thing is they got to get their offense back together. They shot 24% Monday night up at Big Spring. They got to shoot better here tonight, and hopefully they can slow the Shippensburg team down that's very capable of scoring a lot of points on them.
And it certainly won't be an easy evening for the Blue Devils. And as Jason said, this is a Shippensburg team that defeated Greencastle 81-39 back on December 21st. The Blue Devils come into the game with a record of 4 wins and 12 losses on the season. This is a young team for Shippensburg. They have seemed to hit a bit of a wall here in the latter part of the regular season. Shippensburg opened up the 2018-2019 season with 7 wins in their first 9 games. Since then, they've lost 4 of their last 6. Including their last 2. On last Friday, they were defeated by Big Spring, and then this past Tuesday, it was a 4-point loss or a 9-point loss to Waynesboro. Again, it is senior night here in Greencastle, and before the game, the Blue Devil basketball program honored Josh Anderson, Nick Echo, Jason Freeman, Taylor Noblet, and Nick Lesky for all their contributions to the program over the past 5 to 6 years. After tonight for Greencastle, there still are 3 home games left. Monday night, they will take on DeLone Catholic. That's a game that was rescheduled from January 14th. And then there's a road game Tuesday at Waynesboro. Next Saturday, Greencastle will be at home against Red Lion. And just announced yesterday on February 4th, Greencastle will face New Oxford. Those were 2 teams that were set to meet last weekend in the Mid-Penn York Athletic Association get-together showcase they have. That was canceled due to pending winter weather last Saturday. That game will be made up on Monday, February 4th. and then Greencastle will wrap up the regular season the next night on Tuesday, February 5th on the road against James Buchanan. We're going to take one last break and be back with the starting lineups for this evening's contest between Greencastle and Shippensburg. You are listening to the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Just minutes away from getting things started, but first, we honor America with our national anthem. And we are just about set to get things going here from Greencastle as the starting lineups about to be announced here on the floor for the folks in the gymnasium. A slightly different look for Greencastle tonight, as would be expected on senior night. And now with the starting lineups for you listening and watching at home, here's Jason Heilman.
Okay, for the visiting Shippensburg Greyhounds, number 2, Jaden Statham. Number 3, Carson Helfrich. Number 10, Anthony Smith. Number 13, Isaiah Hauser. And number 23, Colin Taylor. And for our home, Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils here on senior night. Seniors one and all. Number 5, Jason Freeman. Number 33, Nick Lesky. Number 34, Nick Echo. Number 1, Taylor Noblet. And number 13, Josh Anderson.
Of course, Shippensburg without Adam Hauser, in the lineup tonight. Not even on the bench. Not sure what his status is. Does not appear as though he made the trip south down Interstate 81 for tonight's game. So in his place will be, I believe, is number 3, Carson Helfrich. I don't believe he was the starter when these teams first played back on December the 21st. Again, the Greencastle starting 5, Noblet, Freeman, Anderson, Lesky, and Echo. The 5 seniors on the Blue Devil roster, as they will get the start tonight on senior night here in Greencastle. Again, Shippensburg victorious the first 2 times these 2 teams played up in Shippensburg. The score in that game was the Greyhounds 81 and Greencastle 39. Shippensburg was victorious in the junior varsity game beforehand. As both teams enter the court, we're about set to get things started. Anthony Smith will jump center against Josh Anderson. Greencastle in the home white uniforms, blue trim, gold trim. They will be moving from right to left across your computer screen. Shippensburg in the road grays with the dark red, black, and white trim. They will be moving from left to right. And Shippensburg wins the opening tip to get things underway. Jason Statham with the basketball for Shippensburg. They try to go inside to Taylor, and a nice job there by Nick Lesky to get in the passing lane and get the turnover for the Blue Devils here in the first 15 seconds of this game. Noblet with the basketball goes to Nick Echo, far side to Anderson. Nick Lesky with the basketball. He's going to kick it back up top to Noblet. Noblet looks to penetrate, has the ball knocked free, is able to keep control, but then loses it again. As the ball goes out of bounds, it will be turned back over to Shippensburg. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you. 7:25 to go. First quarter in this one, just underway. Still a scoreless game. As the Blue Devils show a 3-2 defense here in the opening 30 seconds of this one. Jump shot from about 10 feet by Statham is good. And Jaden Statham gives Shippensburg a 2-0 lead. Ship applying a little bit of pressure, nothing too significant. Now a throw across the court, and the ball is deflected, last touched by Colin Taylor. And an interesting move here, Jason, by Shippensburg. Greencastle with the 5 seniors starting. Thomas Lewis not in the game, so Greencastle with 1 fewer ball handler. And Shippensburg looked to full court press there, trying maybe gain an advantage here in the early part of this game.
Yeah, and I think one of the other byproducts of that is Greencastle's not hurrying. They are not hurrying on offense. They're taking their time. One of the things I mentioned is, you might want to slow this game down a little bit.
Which in a case like this certainly makes a lot of sense. The fewer possessions there are, the greater the chance you have to stay in it. As a pass there by Noblet to Anderson doesn't connect, goes out of bounds. Turnover number 2 for the Blue Devils. As Shippensburg back with possession of the ball and a 2-0 lead. There's Isaiah Hauser for 3, and he knocks that down from the near corner. And that'll put the Greyhounds up 5-0. And a foul's going to be called on the other end on Carson Helfrich. That'll be his first foul, team's first, and actually the first foul of the game. As Freeman gets it up ahead to Nick Echo. Echo is going to let fly for 3. Can't get that to fall. Noblet with the rebound. Can't get the follow. Anderson's there. Back to Echo. 15-footer is good. So nice job by Josh Anderson to hit the offensive boards. Kick it back to Nick Echo for 2. And Echo puts the Blue Devils on the board, 5-2. Now Shippensburg quickly down on the other end. Hauser with the basketball, dribbles far side. Almost has it knocked away. Now he's going to come back near side, 3-pointer on the way for Statham. And Jaden Statham with a quick 5 points in this one. Puts the Greyhounds up 8-2 at the 5:30 mark of the first quarter. Now here's Freeman back to Echo for 3. He comes up empty on that one. As Statham with the rebound for the Greyhounds. He's going to look to go coast to coast. Inside underneath to Smith. He gets it over to Taylor, who backs his way in. And again, some nice defense there. I think it was Nick Leske that got a hand on that one, Jason, to tie him up.
He did. He tied him up. Jump ball. The arrow does favor Greencastle, which is good because Greencastle had that ball after he had tied him up.
So a couple of substitutions as Kobe Jones-Green and Thomas Lewis into the game for Greencastle. Taylor Noblet and Nick Leske have a seat on the bench. Jones-Green goes into traffic, giving up a lot of size underneath, throws it off the backboard, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Anthony Smith for Shippensburg. Quickly on the other end, they're going to work it around to Hauser, now to Smith. Little baseline jumper from Smith won't fall. And Nick Echo is able to get in front of Colin Taylor, but unable to possess the rebound as the ball goes out of bounds, and Shippensburg will keep possession.
Nick Echo giving up a good bit of size there, but great position, John.
4:53 to go, first quarter. Shippensburg with an 8-2 lead in this one. There's Statham with the basketball down the baseline, cut off, now gets it over to Hauser. Hauser looks to penetrate. He bounces off a Blue Devil player, ball comes loose, and Anderson comes away with it for Greencastle. And the Blue Devils look to push the ball up the floor. Now here's Freeman, looks to penetrate, gets it back to Anderson. Cross court to Echo, another 3 for Echo, misses off the front of the rim, no good. And Colin Taylor with the rebound for the Greyhounds. Statham goes between a couple of Blue Devils, has his shot blocked by Jones-Green. Now back to Helfrich for 3. And Carson Helfrich knocks down the 3. And that extends the Shippensburg lead here to 9. Greyhounds with an 11-2 lead. Clock approaching 4 minutes to go, first quarter. There's a pass inside. Gets knocked loose. Now Echo throws one up off the glass, no good. And Shippensburg has numbers on the other end, 3-on-1. And that results in an easy layup for Jaden Statham. As kind of a repeat of what we saw back on December 21st, Jason, Shippensburg puts the foot on the gas early. And I don't expect them to take the foot off the gas at all this evening, as they certainly didn't in Shippensburg a couple of weeks ago, and they're out to an early 13-2 lead.
Yeah, they come out here shooting hot. They're shooting 5 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from behind the three-point arc. Yeah, they're not holding back, and that's with 2 turnovers that they've committed. So,
Jaden Statham, the hot hand so far tonight for Shippensburg. He has 7 already. Shippensburg with 3 3-pointers. We have him a perfect 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. As Greencastle 1 for 5 shooting so far in this game.
We've got a new lineup coming out of the timeout for Greencastle, John.
As Zach Cole will check into the game for the Blue Devils. He will replace Nick Echo.
And Thomas Lewis checks in as
and
well.
Again, Shippensburg. Here's Lewis with the basketball, gets it off to Freeman. He looks to penetrate, nothing there, gets it over to Kobe Jones-Green. Kobe looks to drive in traffic, little turnaround jumper off the glass, rims out, and a rebound by Colin Taylor for Shippensburg. As the Greyhounds with the ball and an 11-point lead here, 3:25 to go in quarter number 1. Smith goes to the basket for Shippensburg, and he is fouled. So Anthony Smith will shoot 2. Blue Devil foul called on Kobe Jones-Green, his first and the team's first. As Smith will be looking for his first points of the evening. Smith gets the ball, 2 dribbles, shot up and a little strong off the back of the rim, no good. So Anthony Smith will get a second opportunity here from the free throw line. Looking to extend the Shippensburg lead as they lead at 13-2, 3:24 to go here in the first quarter. And Smith does exactly that as he drops the second of 2 free throws. So 1 for 2 from the line for Anthony Smith, puts his team up 12. As the clock ticks down to 3 minutes to go, and a foul will be called on Helfrich. That will be his second. So Carson Helfrich with the foul on Josh Anderson, and now Shipp will make some changes, as they will bring Nick Welts, Jake Fry, and Jeremy Thomas into the game. So 3 new Shippensburg players in, as Zach Cole gets the ball inbounds for the Blue Devils, gets it to Jason Freeman. Freeman looks to drive in traffic, can't follow, can't finish again. Now here's Cole for 3, too strong there, scramble underneath for the rebound as Taylor gets it out to Statham, and underneath is Fry. And again, Shippensburg running the floor very well here, Jason. Another easy layup for Shippensburg. Again, Freeman can't finish on the offensive end. Rebound chased down by Jake Fry, and he is fouled.
And last couple of trips, Greencastle's had some opportunities right at the glass and unable to convert those as well. And as you said, in the breakout, Shippensburg's getting some easy chances on the other end.
Greencastle unable to get back on defense. A couple of easy layups for Shippensburg so far here tonight. Statham with the basketball, and a kick is called. So the Greyhounds will keep possession. Jeremy Thomas to inbound the ball for Shippensburg. He'll go into the backcourt for Statham. Now Statham will work it up to Thomas, back to Statham, whip it around to Fry. He thought about a 3, now goes inside to Welts. Left alone is Jeremy Thomas, and some nice ball movement for the Greyhounds leads to a Jeremy Thomas 2-point basket. And now a kick's going to be called on Jake Fry of Shippensburg. And another timeout to be called by Rick Lewis, a full 60-second timeout. With that, we'll take a break. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. First quarter, Shippensburg out to an 18-2 lead in this one. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shooting woes continue for the Blue Devils as they trail 18-2 here in the early goings of this one. Greencastle with the basketball. Thomas Lewis goes over to Jason Freeman. Pass too high over Freeman's head and out of bounds, so a turnover. And the ball will go back to Shippensburg. Greencastle looks to apply a little full court pressure here as they try and turn their fortunes around in this game. Here's Fry with the basketball, goes to Statham, inside to Welts, left alone, wide open, and an easy 2 points for Nick Welts as he's on the board with 2 points in this game. Now Freeman tries to go through a screen and he's fouled. Foul's going to be called on Jeremy Thomas. That'll be his first foul. 3 team fouls for Shippensburg so far in this one. Greencastle also with 3. Now Freeman looks to penetrate, kicks it out to Noblet for 3. His 3-pointer somehow doesn't go in. And the rebound by Nick Welts for the Greyhounds. Now here's Statham with the basketball. He's going to bring it up the court, weave through a couple of Blue Devils. Nice pass to Welts. Welts can't finish, but gets his own rebound back. Now goes to Fry. Kick it around to Thomas. Jeremy Thomas' 3-point shot won't fall. And Colin Taylor there for the opportunity on the offensive boards. As Colin Taylor with his first 2 points of the game. And Shippensburg out to a 22-2 lead in this one. As the clock ticks down to 1 minute to go here in the quarter. Jason Freeman, an off-balance shot is good. As the Blue Devils with their 4th point of the quarter, now up ahead to Taylor, a little too far for him. As Colin Taylor unable to control that pass. Ball goes out of bounds back to the Blue Devils. 53 seconds to go here until the end of the first quarter. Shippensburg with a 22-4 lead over Greencastle. As the Blue Devils with the basketball, Freeman goes to Kobe Jones Green. He's guarded by Welts. Now he tries to drive, had the ball knocked away, gets it back. Now tries to get it to Freeman. I think Fry got a hand on that pass to deflect it. As now here's Statham through a couple of Blue Devils and a kind of a around-the-world shot there by Jaden Statham is good. And Statham having himself a heck of a first quarter here. He has 9. Now Freeman left alone from 15. His shot comes up a little short. Rebound pulled down by Welts.
And Freeman's got hit in the eye. He's behind the play.
And Shippensburg's not going to call a timeout. That's not surprised. That's a typical Shippensburg move. As Freeman stands on the far end right in front of the Shippensburg coach. And they let the play go on. So now a timeout will be called.
And I believe he'll have to leave the floor, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Because it was an official stoppage.
Yeah, I think he got hit in the eyes.
Yeah,
what happened.
yeah.
And he will be tended to by the trainer as Shippensburg looks to inbound the ball. Fry left alone near corner at the buzzer is good. So Jake Fry knocks down the open 3 from the corner. And that'll wrap things up here from quarter number 1. Shippensburg with a 27-4 lead. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Just about set to get quarter number 2 underway here. Shippensburg will have possession of the ball to start the second quarter as they lead it 27-4. As Jacob Kramer will inbound the ball to Isaiah Hauser. Hauser with the basketball goes far side to Kevin Sueno. Now Smith is going to lob it over into the corner. With it is number 25, Noah Rice. Back to Kramer. He looks to penetrate now. Isaiah Hauser for 3 is good. So Isaiah Hauser with the first 3 points here of the second quarter. JT English into the game for Greencastle. Also Ethan Miller into the game for the Blue Devils for the first time. Noblet for 3 right in front of us. Comes up short. And a scramble underneath for the rebound. Kramer comes away with it for Shippensburg. As they look to push it up the floor, the pass to Noah Rice a little too high as it goes out of bounds. And the Blue Devils will get the ball back here, trailing by 26 in the early part of the second quarter. And a pass for JT English stolen by Hauser. Now Hauser's going to whip it around to Sueno. He's going to drive the lane. A nice little floater down the baseline is good. 5 straight points for Shippensburg here to start the second quarter, as they have their biggest lead of the night, 32-4. English for 3 comes up short. Ball's deflected. Echo comes down with the rebound. He's going to get it back to Noblet, top of the key. His 3-pointer is short. Lewis able to keep it alive. Now Nick Echo with the basketball down the baseline, and he will draw the charge as Noah Rice is able to get into defensive positioning there and draw the charge, as that will be the first foul for Nick Echo.
And John Shippensburg, I don't believe you can shoot any better. They're starting out here 83% from behind the three-point arc, 74% overall.
Can't do much better than that. That's why they're up 32-4 here early in this second quarter. Now Nick Echo with a steal and a layup. As Greencastle again, Nick Leske into the game. He almost had a steal. Quickly down on the other end. Smith tries to dunk it. Couldn't quite get up high enough as he was kind of rejected by the rim. Now JT English three-pointer in and out. Nick Leske had it, lost it, as Isaiah Hauser comes away with it for Shippensburg, and he's going to look to push the ball up the floor. Goes far side to Kramer. Kramer's three is not good, but he is fouled. So Jacob Kramer will go to the line with the opportunity to shoot 3 free throws here. Kramer looking for his first points of the game, and he knocks down the first of 3. As he will get 2 more opportunities here from the line. Second shot by Kramer also good. So Jacob Kramer looking to make it a perfect 3 out of 3 here. And he does just that, so 3 for 3 from the line. As Shippensburg extends their lead out to 29 here. Now Leske, a little turnaround jumper, comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Shippensburg's Noah Rice. And now Sveno with the basketball. He's going to look to push up the floor. Going to try and go near side to Kramer. He lobs it inside to Noah Rice, who is immediately fouled. And Shippensburg will keep possession of the basketball.
Is he not going to report a foul on it? He's just going to report it out of bounds.
Okay.
You and I both saw a foul.
Well,
there we go.
Was a little bit of contact. Now we have the foul call.
There we go.
And that will be, I believe, on Nick Echo, and that'll be his second foul. 5th team foul for the Blue Devils here in the first half. Anthony Smith to the line for Shippensburg. He knocks down that. Smith now 2 for 3 from the line in this one, as he will get another opportunity here. Very methodical from the line. Can't get it to fall. Thought that was going to go, but just does rim out. Ethan Miller pulls down the rebound for the Blue Devils. Quickly on the other end, Leske looks to penetrate, and he is fouled. Foul will be on number 20 for Shippensburg, Jacob Kramer, his first. And the 4th team foul called on Shippensburg as the Blue Devils quickly inbound the ball. Miller with it. He looks to go to Freeman down the baseline. Some contact, and a foul will be called. I'm not sure if that'll be a shooting foul, or I think that may be on the floor.
No, not shooting?
Yeah, I think it was before the shot.
Yeah, okay.
As Thomas Lewis back in the game for Greencastle. He'll replace JT English. Both teams with 5 fouls here in this first quarter. Freeman in traffic, shot on the baseline is good. So Jason Freeman with 4 points. Blue Devils back to within 28. Now Smith on the other end can't get the short jumper to fall. And a nice rebound there by, I think that was Nick Echo with the rebound for Greencastle. Now Echo looks to drive, kicks it off to Leske. Leske looks to penetrate. He's going to whip it around to Freeman, far wing. Freeman gives it back to Nick Leske. His 3-point shot just a little long. Thomas Lewis there with the offensive rebound for the Blue Devils. Now Echo, nice move to the basket as he goes past Anthony Smith. And Nick Echo with 6 points in this ball game for Greencastle. As Shippensburg on the other end, shot is made by Hauser, but they're going to say a foul was called before that. As I think Sveno was driving to the basket, and right before he made the pass, he was fouled.
Nick Leske.
So the foul on Leske. 6th foul for Greencastle. Shippensburg will shoot 1-1 on the next Blue Devil foul. As Statham and Taylor back into the game for Shippensburg. Now there's a nice drive by Statham. And a little floater from about 8 feet is good for Jaden Statham as he moves into double digits with 11 points. Now Lesky looks to drive, cut off there, but fouled.
And we got Thomas Lewis on the floor, John, away from the play.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened.
And he's holding his right knee. He's in some pain.
Yeah, I did not see what happened.
I did not see it. If he
banged
knees with somebody, he does wear knee pads.
And both teams will head to their benches. And we are going to take a break and be back. 4:09 to go, second quarter. Shippensburg with a 38-10 lead in this one. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. 4:09 to go here in the second quarter. Shippensburg with a 38-10 lead in this one, as both teams will be heading back onto the floor. Thomas Lewis has been helped from the floor, unable to put weight on that left knee, as he will be checked over by the trainer, as Taylor Noblet will be back into the game for Greencastle, as the Blue Devils will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Ethan Miller with the basketball comes up top to Noblet, work it around to Echo. He thought about a drive. Nice defense there by Helfrich. Now Echo, a little off-balance left-handed shot around Carson Helfrich is good. And Nick Echo with 8 points here in this one. Now a steal by Miller. He goes hard to the basket and is fouled. So Ethan Miller will go to the line for the chance to shoot 2 free throws. And that foul will be on Carter Funk for Shippensburg. That will be the first foul for Carter Funk, team foul 7. So that will put Greencastle in the bonus. Although this is a 2-shot foul for Ethan Miller as he knocks down the first. And he will get opportunity number 2 here. And his second shot is up and good. So 2 for 2 from the line for Ethan Miller. And Noblet steps in front of a pass and unable to control that. Ball goes out of bounds. Shippensburg will keep possession as the Greyhounds get the ball into Statham. Statham with the ball. He'll bring it across the timeline for Ship. Nice pass over to Hauser. Near corner 3, a little strong. And a rebound pulled down by Ethan Miller for the Blue Devils. As now Jason Freeman loses possession. He bounced off Hauser and lost possession of the ball, and Helfrich comes up with it. Now Ethan Miller can't get it. Hauser can't follow. Colin Taylor underneath is fouled. So Colin Taylor will go to the line.
Yeah, down here on the other end, right prior to that turnover, I thought the contact on Freeman right there warranted a blocking call.
Forced him to lose the ball.
It did. It knocked him off balance, and it lifted the ball out of his hand. So
Colin Taylor will go to the line to shoot 2 as he knocks down the first. Taylor with 3 points on the night for Shippensburg. And he will get his second shot opportunity here. And the second one also good. Shippensburg with a 40-14 lead here at the 3:25 mark of the second quarter. And we had a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was for.
They were going to allow a substitution, and the referee realized the other ref had handed the ball in.
Well, they still allowed the substitution.
He stopped play, so he went ahead and let's do it anyway.
I believe that was Nick Welts that came into the game for Shippensburg. Blue Devils with the basketball. Miller goes around a couple of Shippensburg players, loses. I think he stumbled over a leg and almost went to the ground, lost possession of the ball, but Shippensburg last touched it. So the Blue Devils to keep possession. as Freeman will get the ball inbounds to Miller. Miller to Echo right in front of us. Bounce pass to Freeman in the corner. He's going to skip it across to Noblet. Noblet gets a bounce pass over to Miller. Greencastle trying to spread the floor a little bit here. Now Noblet's going to penetrate. He has the ball knocked free, and Helfrich's going to throw it up ahead to Statham. And a nice job there by Statham to catch the pass, gather himself, and make the shot. Not an easy shot by Statham as he knocks it down for his 13th point of the night. And quickly on the other end, Noblet answers with a 3 for the Blue Devils. Now Statham, a beautiful pass to Colin Taylor. And Taylor left alone underneath for the layup is good. So Statham doing it with the scoring and the assists for the Greyhounds. Blue Devils with the basketball, trying to get it into Anderson. He's held up, tied up by Taylor, and a foul will be called on Colin Taylor. 2:20 to go until the half. Shippensburg with a 44-17 lead. As Jacob Fry back into the game, also Jeremy Thomas for Shippensburg. Kobe Jones-Green back into the game for the Blue Devils. As Josh Anderson will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Anderson knocks down his first point of the game. As he will get the back end of the 1 and 1, and he knocks down the second. So Anderson 2 for 2 from the line. He has 2 points on the game. Greencastle cuts the Shippensburg deficit back to 25. As Statham goes hard to the basket, his shot high off the glass is no good, but he was fouled by Ethan Miller. And that will be Miller's first foul. And Rick Lewis will call a 60-second timeout, and we will take a break. 2:14 to go until halftime. Shippensburg in control of this one, 44-19. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of Open Mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of Acapella and Unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on Open Mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you as Jaden Statham at the free throw line to shoot 2, unable to convert on the first. Statham with 13 points so far in this game, looking to make it 14 right here. And again, a little strong on the free throw, in and out. So Jaden Statham 0 for 2 from the line on that trip. Still the game's leading scorer with 13. Now here the Blue Devils with the basketball. Miller looks to go baseline, goes around Welts, can't get the reverse layup to fall. And now Noblet tries to tie up Colin Taylor, and a foul will be called. So that will be foul number 2 on Noblet. And they will make the long walk up the floor as Colin Taylor back to the line for 1 and 1. His first attempt from the line is good. That extends the Shippensburg lead to 45-19. Just under 2 minutes to go until halftime here in this one, as Taylor with the opportunity to convert the 1 and 1, and he gets both. So Colin Taylor quietly, I guess you'd say, up to 8 points in this one as he looks for another double-digit game. Now here's Noblet in trouble, gets it over to Miller. Miller's going to fire it over to Freeman, who does get the ball. Now back to Noblet. He thought about a three, gets it over to Kobe Jones-Green, top of the circle, far side to Freeman. He looks to drive, 12-footer is good. So a nice move there by Jason Freeman, able to get his feet set, get squared up, and knock down the shot. He has 6 for the Blue Devils. Now Jake Fry with the basketball for Ship. He gets it back to Statham at the top between the circles. Over to Taylor. He's going to try and go baseline. And an offensive foul will be called on Colin Taylor. I think he might have been okay, Jason. When you lower the shoulder like that, a lot of times that's what gets you the charge call.
Absolutely.
Anytime you lower that shoulder, that's when you normally see the charge called. I think that's pretty much what happened there. If Taylor could just kind of keep his body upright, he may get away with it. But
yeah, I think the Greencastle player was sliding, which would normally mean blocking, but it was the lowering of the shoulder.
Now the Blue Devils with the basketball, comes free. Statham comes away with it, 4-on-2 for Shippensburg. Now over to Thomas, and some nice ball movement there. Jake Fry finds Jeremy Thomas, and Thomas knocks down the short jumper. He has 4 points in the game for Shippensburg. Clock now under a minute to go until halftime. Ship with a 27-point lead. Now here's Noblet near side to Miller. Anderson's 17-footer is good. So a nice jump shot there by Josh Anderson. He has 4 points in the game. Go ahead.
Greencastle, John, quietly having a pretty good quarter. They have actually scored 19 points here.
And again, Statham, that little floater, he's so dangerous with that shot, unable to get that to fall. A rare miss for him in this game. Now Miller near corner for 3 is too strong. Jones-Green with a nice offensive board for the Blue Devils. His follow won't go, but he's fouled. So Kobe will head to the line for Greencastle here. He will shoot 2 with 13.9 seconds to go in the game. Foul was called on Nick Welts of Shippensburg, his first, as Jones-Green unable to convert the free throw. JT English, Adam Root will check into the game here for Greencastle at the end of the first half. And Colin Taylor back into the game for Nick Welts. So Kobe Jones-Green with his second foul shot here. Looking for his first point of the game and can't get it to go. Nice defensive rebound there by Anthony Smith for Shippensburg. He gets it off to Statham, near corner to Hauser. Now Statham with the basketball to Fry. Fry has an open look for 3, a little strong there. Smith is just going to throw one up at the buzzer, and it will not go. So again, as Jason said, Greencastle battling back here in the second quarter. And we will go to halftime. Shippensburg with a 48-23 lead in this one. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic at Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Shippensburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. We are at the half. Shippensburg with a 48-23 lead over Greencastle in this one. John Freeman and Jason Heilman with you. And Jason, this was a pretty much Shippensburg made a statement early, we'll just say, with the way they shot that basketball in the first quarter, jumping out to the big lead. And right now, just kind of cruise control for the Greyhounds as they lead it here by 25.
Yeah, absolutely. Greencastle actually had one of their better quarters of the season, putting up 19 points there in the second quarter. That, even though they only shot 1 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, they put up 19 points. The bad story is, as you said, Shippensburg's in cruise control. They scored 21.
Yeah.
Greencastle puts up one of their best quarters of the year and still gets outscored by 2 points in that second quarter. After you said Shippensburg opened up with a 27-point first quarter, 27-4 lead.
And it just kind of goes to show you the depth on the Shippensburg roster. A lot of that second quarter was played by kids coming off the bench. The starting five really, I don't think, was on the floor as a unit at all in that second quarter.
No.
They kind of mixed them in, throughout. But, you saw a lot of kids coming off the bench for Shippensburg in that second quarter and doing a lot of great things in that quarter for the Greyhounds. As a matter of fact, so far, 10 Shippensburg players on the scoreboard so far here tonight in points. Jaden Statham leading the way. He had that great first quarter with 9 points in the first quarter. He has 13 in the first half, leads all scorers in this one. Colin Taylor, again, kind of a quiet night, but all of a sudden he has 8 points. 6 of those coming in the second quarter, 4 of those 6 coming from the free throw line. 6 points so far tonight for Isaiah Hauser. He's knocked down a pair of threes. Carson Helfrich with 3, Anthony Smith with 2. And again, as we mentioned, the strong bench play for Shippensburg. Jake Fry with 5, Jeremy Thomas with 4, Jacob Kramer with 3, 2 points each for Kevin Swano and Nick Welts. For the Blue Devils so far here in the first half of this one, Nick Echo leading the Blue Devil scores with 8 points. Jason Freeman has 6, 4 points for Josh Anderson, 3 points for Taylor Noblet, and 2 points for Ethan Miller in that first half, and Jason Greencastle playing a good chunk of that first half, and the rest of the game, at least we certainly expect, without Thomas Lewis, who injured his knee early in the game, was helped off the court. He was sitting on the bench, his knee wrapped in ice, so we obviously assume his night is over, and we certainly hope he can be back on the floor again, as the Blue Devils will be in action on Monday right here, as they will take on DeLone Catholic. Certainly a presence that the Blue Devils really can't afford to miss in Thomas Lewis.
Yeah, and that's just something you never want to see, a player injured in such a way that, you know, they have to have some sort of repair or, you know, puts them out of athletics for some length of time. So hopefully it's something minor. He can rest it, get some ice on it, and we're going to see him back here soon.
The halftime show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. We're going to take a break and be back with the start of the third quarter. You're listening to the Blue Devil basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle. Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School, third quarter underway here. Shippensburg with the basketball. Anthony Smith missed the shot, got the rebound, tried to follow, and was tied up by the Blue Devils. Shippensburg will keep possession of the ball on the alternate possession as we are 25 seconds into the third quarter here. Ship with the basketball and a 25-point lead. Taylor can't get his shot to fall, gets the rebound, the putback, and the foul. So Colin Taylor into double digits here for Shippensburg. Second Greyhound to reach double digits in scoring tonight as he joins Jaden Statham. As Taylor will go to the line looking to convert point number 11. And he is able to knock that down as Shippensburg with the first 3 points here in the third quarter, extending the lead out to 28, 51-23, the Shippensburg lead. There's Josh Anderson with the basketball up top to Echo. Echo's going to let it fly for 3, can't get it to fall. Taylor is able to get the rebound away from Josh Anderson as Shippensburg quickly up the floor into Taylor. He's going to give it off to Smith. Smith in traffic, tough shot there. Can't get it to fall. Scramble underneath. Taylor can't get the follow. Helfrich can't get the rebound. And a nice rebound on the defensive end by Nick Lesky for the Blue Devils, as Lesky was able to get that ball away from Helfrich. Now Anderson with the ball. He's going to whip it around to Echo, far corner 3, too strong there off the board. And the rebound chased down by Carson Helfrich. And I think you're going to say Helfrich stepped on the sideline.
Stepped out of bounds, yep. Good pressure by Taylor Noblet.
Say right in front of the Blue Devil bench on the far side of the floor.
Yeah, pressuring them hard.
So the ball will go back to Greencastle here.
John, I thought Josh Anderson had the hoop there. Yeah, he was driving nicely against Colin Taylor. He passed it off.
Now Freeman's going to go around Isaiah Hauser and convert. So Jason Freeman with 8 points for the Blue Devils here. He and Nick Echo high scores for Greencastle. In this one, they both have 8. Helfrich near corner, bounce pass underneath to Taylor. He's going to lob it out to Statham. Back to Helfrich. His 3 is a little long, and a nice rebound there by Smith as he tries to put up a follow and is fouled. So Anthony Smith will head back to the line again. I believe his 3rd trip tonight to the line.
Yeah, and I believe he's 50%. He's been making 1 for 2 every time.
So Anthony Smith with 2 points, 2 of 4 from the line tonight. He can double his point output here, but he's unable again to convert on that first free throw. Second team foul for the Blue Devils here early in this 3rd quarter. As Smith, the 2nd of 2, is good. So 3 points on the night for Anthony Smith as he puts Shippensburg up by 27, 52-25. Clock approaching 6 minutes to go. Nice steal by Helfrich. Up ahead to Smith, who does a nice job, Jason, to grab that ball. The pass was thrown out ahead of him. He was able to run it down, keep his body under control, and convert the layup.
He did. Outstanding job, moving fast.
Nice job by Smith there. Anderson for 3 comes up empty. Isaiah Hauser with the easy rebound for Ship. Now he's going to lob it up to Taylor.
Ooh.
And Taylor will be fouled by Josh Anderson.
He had a lot of ball, but there was body contact.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit of arm, a little bit of body, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice job getting all ball, but.
So to the line will be Colin Taylor. Taylor with 11 points for the Greyhounds as he unable to convert on the first. So Shippensburg, a lot of trips to the free throw line here. 12, 14 times in that second quarter, it looks like. There's so many circles there, I really can't even count.
Yeah. 13 trips on in the second quarter alone.
Unable to convert. Nice defensive rebound there by Echo. Now Freeman's going to go around and get it into Anderson. Nice pass inside to Josh Anderson for 2. As Greencastle doing a nice job running the floor. Good ball movement there. And Anderson with the finish. Now Statham finds himself in trouble. Gets it off to Hauser for 3. A little short on that. Nick Leske able to run the rebound down for Greencastle. And he's going to be called for the double dribble. Lost control of the basketball. And I wasn't sure. I thought that was more of a turning the ball over than a double dribble. But
I did too.
Either way, it goes back to Shippensburg.
Yeah, that's a shame because down here, as Leske was trying to come out of the pack with that ball, he was being held.
So Shippensburg will get the basketball back, leading by 27. And a timeout called by Shippensburg. 60-second timeout. We'll take a break. 5:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Shippensburg with a 54-27 lead over Greencastle. You're listening to Blue Devil basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network. 5:10 to go, 3rd quarter. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you. Shippensburg with a 54-27 lead. In this one again, Shippensburg jumping out to a big lead early as they shot, 73% in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
As they took control of this game early. And like we said, just now the Greyhounds just kind of on cruise control here as they and Greencastle go back and forth on the scoring.
Shippensburg sticking with their starting lineup here after that timeout.
Taylor with the basketball to Statham. Statham, nice pass over to Helfrich. He fought about a 3, now drives inside, short 2, won't fall. And they're going to call Anderson for a travel. As I was afraid for Anthony Smith there, he kind of was tied up with Anderson. Anderson went to the ground and Smith fell over top of him. Kind of an awkward position for Smith. Fortunately, he was okay. Shippensburg able to convert after the turnover. Blue Devils with the basketball. Lesky far side, Noblet, he looks to penetrate, pulls up from 15 off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jaden Statham for the Greyhounds. He goes up ahead to Smith. Smith around a couple of Blue Devils, can't get the shot to fall.
It's a held ball.
The offensive rebound by Colin Taylor and a held ball called. Possession arrow pointing the way of the Blue Devils. So they will get the ball back. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter of this one. Now Noblet near the half-court line. Now Freeman tied up with Helfrich, and finally the whistle blows. And again, that ball will go to Shippensburg, as we had the held ball on the other end, and now Shippensburg with the held ball at midcourt. And the Greyhounds with possession of the basketball midway through quarter number 3. Shippensburg with a 29-point lead here over Greencastle. Helfrich, top of the circle, gets it over to Statham. Back to Helfrich. He thought to go to Taylor or Hauser. Now a three-point shot there by Statham won't go. Nice defensive board there by Nick Lesky, who had nice defensive position there. They get that rebound for Greencastle. Now Echo gives to Anderson. Anderson down the lane is bumped and fouled. And they're going to say that is a shooting foul. So Josh Anderson with 6 points on the evening will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Colin Taylor, his third, as Anderson knocks down the first. Again, the foul on Taylor, just the first team foul for Shippensburg here in this quarter, as Jake Fry and Jeremy Thomas into the game for Shippensburg. Isaiah Hauser and Carson Helfrich leave the game as Anderson knocks down free throw number 2. And now Statham's going to get it off to Fry, back to Statham. Jason Freeman almost had the steal. Now Statham tried to get it inside to Taylor. The ball was deflected by a Blue Devil out of bounds. And now actually
we have a line change.
Yeah, Thomas Lewis back in the game for Greencastle. That's a good sight. He spent most of the first half with an ice bag taped to his knee.
Yeah, and everyone who isn't a senior entered the floor. All the seniors left.
Now here's Smith underneath. His shot is able to go. As Anthony Smith with 7 points on the game for Shippensburg. Lewis, English, Kobe Jones Green, Cole, and Adam Root into the game for Greencastle. Now Smith is going to go around Green. Can't get the shot to fall. Statham underneath. Statham giving up some size there underneath. Can't get the shot to fall, but is fouled. Statham does a nice job. He was giving up a lot of height to Adam Root and Kobe Jones Green, but he used his strength to get the shot away. And he will shoot 2 free throws here. And he unable to get the first.
Wow.
Kind of rolled all the way around the rim and then came out. So Statham still trying to find point number 14 here. And he is able to convert that one. So 1 of 2 from the line for Jaden Statham. He has 14, leads all scorers in the game. And Shippensburg back out to a 30-point lead here, 59-29. Now Lewis trapped at midcourt, able to get it away to Root. Over to Zach Cole, back to Root. Now Lewis with the basketball. He's going to let it go for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Scramble underneath. Cole had possession for a minute, lost it. But then I believe it was Jeremy Thomas of Shippensburg that knocked the ball out of bounds. So Greencastle will keep possession of the ball here, trailing by 30. As Lewis with the basketball dribbles from the corner up top, goes near side to English. Now Root goes back to English, far side to Lewis, whip it around to Cole. He gets it to Kobe Jones Green in traffic, shot won't fall. Scramble for the loose ball. Green comes away with it. His 15-footer in and out won't go. And a nice rebound there by Jake Fry for Shippensburg. Now Statham's going to go in traffic and be fouled. Statham trying to take it to the basket is fouled by Zach Cole, I believe.
John, for the Greencastle, some of these threes are bound to start falling. Greencastle's 1 for 17 from behind the three-point arc tonight.
Statham can't get the first free throw to fall.
That's about the only thing Statham hasn't done well tonight. Shoot from the free throw line. He's handling the ball like an experienced varsity player. I believe is he a freshman?
Either a freshman or a
freshman
sophomore.
or
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He shot well from the outside, shot well inside. He's handled the ball well, pulled down some rebounds. But yeah, the free throw shooting, I guess nobody's perfect. I guess.
Yeah. Unlike a guard, he's a point guard.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Shippensburg. Greencastle with possession of the ball. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Ship with a 59-29 lead here in this one. English goes to Jones Green. Kobe looks to penetrate. Runs into a wall of Shippensburg players. Loses possession of the ball. Root gets it back to Lewis. Lewis three-pointer too far. Cole chases down the rebound for Greencastle. Almost drags that pivot foot. Now he's going to work it around to Root. Back to Lewis in the corner. He's going to penetrate. Nice pass to Cole for three. Won't fall. And there's a whistle as Welts went to the floor.
Keep in possession? Yep.
Yeah, I think they're going to say, maybe it was Welts was the last person to touch that ball for Shippensburg. Now here's JT English inside to Kobe Jones Green. Bounce pass. Lewis for three. A little bit long there. And finally, Greencastle again on another offensive rebound. Zach Cole is fouled. And the Blue Devils with, 4 offensive boards on that possession.
Yeah.
And Zach Cole will go to the line looking for his first points of the game. He's able to knock down the free throw. And something we've seen a lot of tonight, just 5-on-5 changes.
Yeah, both teams.
As the 5 on the floor for Shippensburg exit, 5 new ones come in. Try and get some names and numbers for you here. And the shot by Cole is good. 2 for 2 from the line. He has 2 points in the game. Shippensburg with the ball. Isaiah Hauser. Now Taylor. Taylor goes down the lane. Really not a whole lot of anyone in his way as he's able to knock down the shot. Now Cole goes over to English. English is going to whip it around to Root. Root tries to go inside. Ball stolen. And Shippensburg with the basketball. Jacob Kramer with the ball. He gets it to Isaiah Hauser. Hauser's going to dribble out between the circles, reset the offense. Now here's Kramer near wing. He goes back up to Hauser, lob it inside to Taylor. Nice ball movement there. Kevin Suero. 3-point shot won't go. Smith keeps it alive, but Zach Cole able to grab the loose ball for the Blue Devils. Now Lewis on the other end gets it to Root. Root's going to let it fly from 3. Can't fall. And a nice defensive rebound there by Anthony Smith between a couple of Blue Devils. Gets it off to Hauser with a nice left-handed layup. And Adam Hauser, he has 8 points on the night. Shippensburg with 2 players in double digits. Hauser looking to make it 3 here. And Ship with a 32-point lead. English 3-point shot won't go, followed by Root won't go, but he's fouled. And the 3-point shooting woes continue for the Blue Devils here.
Did we shoot another one there?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose one. I think we're 1 for 22.
So Adam Root will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and he's able to get that one to fall.
Now that is the one thing that Greencastle is doing very well tonight, John.
Free throw shooting?
Absolutely. They're 9 for 11.
So Root with his first point of the game, make it 2 as he's 2 for 2 from the line. Clock under 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Shippensburg leading at 63-33. And the Greyhound, the official thought about calling double tree. He saw the hand come up. He kind of changed his mind. He figured, why bother? Now Taylor's going to let it fly for 3, and he can't get that to fall. So that will wrap things up here in quarter number 3. Shippensburg in control, 63-33. 8 minutes of basketball to go here tonight from Greencastle. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network. MidPennBroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic at Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Final 8 minutes of this one. Colonial Division action. Greencastle and Shippensburg on the boys' side. Zach Cole tries to go inside to Miller. Ball stolen by Anthony Smith. Shippensburg with the basketball and a 30-point lead in this one. 7:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Statham with the basketball goes far side to Hauser. Back to Statham as Shippensburg looks to spread the floor a little bit here. Almost a steal by JT English. As the ball goes out of bounds, we'll stay in possession of the Greyhounds. 7:30 to go in this one. Smith with the basketball tries to drive on Zach Cole. Nice little move there by Anthony Smith. The turnaround jumper is good. And Smith with 9 points in this one, putting the Shippensburg lead out to 32. As Greencastle going with the young lineup here. Yeah. Played pretty much the last half of the third quarter. May go the rest of the game with it. There's a nice steal by Statham. And looked like he was pushed from behind, but no call.
I think it was an incidental trip on his foot.
Oh, okay. Statham able to finish. Statham again with a steal.
Another one.
Yeah, some ill-advised passes by the Blue Devils leading to, well, Statham showing he's human, unable to get that to fall. But Isaiah Hauser with the easy follow.
John Shippensburg comes out in the fourth quarter here with their starting lineup back on the floor.
And a timeout called by Rick Lewis. As a couple of turnovers by Shippensburg here in the early going leads to baskets for the Greyhounds as a 30-second timeout is called. And we will stay right here. 6:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Shippensburg again with a 69-33 lead in this one. Blue Devils with 5 games to go in the regular season after tonight. Again, they will be at home Monday to take on DeLone Catholic. Tuesday on the road at Waynesboro. Off next Friday, but they will be back in action next Saturday as they will host Red Lion. Follow that up with a home game Monday against New Oxford. And then the 2018-2019 season will come to a close on Tuesday, February 5th at James Buchanan. And we're back to action here. Patrick Rowland into the game for Greencastle. Lewis for 3 comes up empty there. Nice rebound pulled down by Noah Rice for Shippensburg. He gets it up to Fry. Kevin Suero with the ball.
John, coming out of that timeout, Shippensburg has pulled all their starters off the floor now.
Now Jeremy Thomas with the basketball. He goes back to Fry. Fry's going to work it around the perimeter, lob it into Rice. Again, Shippensburg just going to work the ball around the perimeter, look to run some time here. Now here's Thomas with the basketball. Little runner won't fall. Scramble for the rebound. Rice with the putback for the Greyhounds. And Shippensburg out to, I believe, their biggest lead of the night, 38 points. Patrick Rowland's three-pointer won't fall. Fry quickly down the other end, lob it inside to Rice. He gets it back to Fry. He thought about a 3, now pulls back for 3. Shot won't fall. Welts gets the offensive board to Thomas. Thomas can't get the shot to fall. Zach Cole with the defensive rebound for the Blue Devils. As Ethan Miller looks to penetrate, runs into a Shippensburg player, and a block will be called. And I believe that foul will be on Nick Welts. Welts unable to establish his defensive position. And that will send Ethan Miller to the line to shoot 2. Second foul on Welts. 15 foul for the Greyhounds. The Greencastle also with 5 team fouls in this one. As Ethan Miller with 2 points on the night will go to the line. Can't convert on the first. And now there's a little confusion at the scorer's table. I think they got that squared away. Maybe not sure who the foul was called on. As Miller will get another chance here. His free throw is on the way and good. So 3 points on the night for Ethan Miller. 1 for 2 in that trip to the line. Shippensburg will get the ball back, leading 71-34. Clock ticking down to 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. That's Rice with the basketball for Shippensburg. He's going to come near side to Thomas. Thomas back to Fry, lob it inside to Rice. He's going to kick it back to Thomas. The lefty for 3 is good. So a nice looking shot there by Jeremy Thomas. He's able to convert the 3. He has 7 points in the game. Now here's Rowland back to Lewis, far side Miller. He goes down the baseline and another block. As Miller and Welts getting to know each other pretty well along the baseline here the past minute or so.
And Wells is making a play. He says, I don't know what else I could do. I was standing still. When I watched the play, I half thought it would be a charge.
So the block is called on Nick Welts, his 4th foul. And it looks like he will stay in the game. I guess at this point it's...
You got plenty of players.
Yeah. Welts with a big smile on his face.
And here comes the senior line just came to the scoring bench.
Well,
so,
all but one because Miller's still in the game. He has to shoot his free throw.
Well, that's true, yeah. Josh Anderson will just have to sit out. See, one of the benefits of that is, John, when you're at the line and you know he's over there, is missed it. And you get to stay in the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's incentive.
If you make it, you're leaving the game.
You got to come out. If you want to keep playing, you miss it. He made it. So 5 points on the night for Ethan Miller.
We got our all-senior lineup back.
As he will head to the bench. Down to 4:20 to go in this one. Shippensburg with the basketball. Tried to get it across to Kramer, but Lesky was there with the interception for the Blue Devils. Nick Lesky with the basketball. Gets it to Noblet into the corner to Freeman. He's going to go around. Anderson, 15-footer, front of the rim, won't go. And Welts was there in position, but I think Nick Echo was able to disrupt the play. And Welts unable to pull the rebound down. Greencastle keeps it. Now Freeman thought about driving down the lane. He had his shot blocked from behind. And Shippensburg's going to quickly throw it up the court. Echo intercepts that pass. Looked like a defensive back as he grabbed that pass. Freeman's going to go inside to Lesky. He's going to try and go around Welts. Little turnaround jumper by Lesky off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Jacob Fry for Shippensburg. Now Fry's going to give it over to Kramer. Kramer back to Fry, lob it inside to Welts. Now they're going to throw it across to Kramer. Fry between the circles. He's just going to dribble out of trouble. And he throws the ball, I believe, off the leg of Jason Freeman out of bounds. As Carter Funk will come into the game for Shippensburg. He will replace Nick Welts. And Welts will head to the bench as Ship will keep possession of the basketball.
And I just noticed, John, maybe you commented on it. We have a running clock. When does that start? 35?
40. 40.
We're not there yet.
3-point shot by Funk won't fall. Suero with the rebound. Freeman tried to grab it, but the ball goes out of bounds.
That clock is running, John. We do not have a 40-point lead.
Well, did he get to 40?
I do not know that.
If it got to 40, it'll run. It doesn't matter if it goes back in. So we're at 40 now, so it doesn't matter. But
right.
Yeah, once it gets to 40, it runs. It doesn't matter. Even if Greencastle comes back and cuts it to 20, it'll still be a running clock.
Okay.
So Noblet for 3, far wing, comes up short. Scramble underneath for the rebound. Anderson tried to get it to Echo. Nice defense there by Ship. Jacob Fry gets it over to Number 25, that's Noah Rice. As Rice goes down the lane, converts, and is fouled. So 81-39 the first two times these schools played, right, Jason?
42-point lead. What do we got? 42-point lead.
We're on pace again.
Yep.
78-36 this one. Shippensburg with the lead, 2:03 to go in the fourth quarter, as Noah Rice will shoot his free throw attempt. Can't get it to fall. Kramer had his shot blocked, but gets it back. Now he's going to whip it around to Thomas, back to Svero. High arcing three, no good. Rice with an easy board, can't get it to fall. Funk with an offensive rebound. And finally, give him 4 chances. Shippensburg converts. Carter Funk with the basket. 80-36. Now Echo for 3 is good. So Nick Echo converts that three-pointer for Greencastle. 80-39. Anderson with the shot block. Now Echo's going to take it all the way. And he runs into a Ship defender, and now in all sorts of traffic gets it to fall.
Echo with 13.
And a timeout called. I think Shippensburg just called that to get a sub in.
Yeah, they're bringing in Dalton 4. And Dalton is the only player with a uniform on over there that doesn't have a point. So watch if they don't try and get the ball to number 40. And their entire lineup that is present this evening will be on the scoreboard.
Maybe they can get somebody out of the stand. There's a loose ball knocked out of bounds. Greencastle will get possession. As we're under a minute to go here and a running clock. As Noblet with the ball for 3, comes up short on that one. He gets it rebound back, throws it out to Jason Freeman. He'll let it fly from way deep. And there's a foul called underneath. And it's going to be on Greencastle because we're heading back the other way. Taylor Noblet, I saw number 1. Yeah, it is on Noblet. He has 3. And that puts Shippensburg in the bonus.
Do they stop it for foul shooting?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So number 20, that's Jacob Kramer, will go to the line to shoot 1-1. First shot won't go. Echo with the rebound for Greencastle. He's just going to go coast to coast. Loses the ball out of bounds. Down to 20 seconds. Noblet for 3, and Noblet knocks down a 3. And that will wrap things up here from Greencastle. And Shippensburg will just run the clock out here, the final 7 seconds. And Shippensburg will come away with an 80-44 victory here over the Blue Devils. As the final horn sounds. And that will wrap things up here from Greencastle. We're going to take a break and be back with the post-game show. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Shippensburg cruising to an 80-44 victory over Greencastle this evening. The Greyhounds opening things up with a 27-4 lead after the first quarter and never looked back in this one. John Freeman, Jason Hyman with you. I believe we've lost our feed to Mid-Penn Broadcasting, so hopefully we're still on WRGG, and we'll wrap things up here from Greencastle again. Shippensburg, 80 points on the night. All but one player in the scorebook scored. 3 people in double digits, led by Jaden Statham with 16, Colin Taylor with 15. Also in double digits tonight, Isaiah Hauser points, 9 points for Anthony Smith. Carson Helfrich, the 5th starter tonight for Ship, with 3. And again, Shippensburg getting a lot of production off the bench tonight. 7 points for Jeremy Thomas. Jake Fry also with 7. 4 points for Noah Rice. Nick Welts with 2. 3 points for Jake Kramer, and 2 points each for Kevin Sueno and Carter Funk. So a big night for Shippensburg. They shot 49% from the field in the game this evening. It was 73% actually after the first quarter. They shot 61% in the first half, so a big shooting night for Shippensburg. The Blue Devils with 44 points tonight on the losing effort. 13 points for Nick Echo, 8 points each for Josh Anderson and Jason Freeman. 6 points for Taylor Noblet. Ethan Miller with 5 points. Adam Root with 2. Zach Cole with 2. And again, Thomas Lewis leaving the game in the first quarter with what appeared to be at least a somewhat significant knee injury. Was able to play most of the second half, so certainly that's good news for the Blue Devils. Again, Greencastle struggling from the field tonight, just 3 of 29 from beyond the arc, 24% shooting for the game. So with the loss, Shippensburg will fall to 4-13 on the season. 5 games left to go. And did I say Shippensburg? Okay, yeah, Shippensburg, you got a lot more than 4 wins. Sorry about that. Greencastle falls to 4-13 on the season. 5 games left to go for the Blue Devils in the 2018-2019 season. And that'll wrap things up here for us tonight, at least, as we will head out. Greencastle again coming out on the short end of an 80-44 score to Shippensburg. Our next broadcast will be Monday night right here in Greencastle, as the Blue Devils will take on the DeLone Catholic team, a game that was originally scheduled for the 14th of January, postponed till the 28th, so they will get that game underway at that time. And then Tuesday night, it's back to Mid-Penn Colonial Division play, as Greencastle will travel to Waynesboro to take on the Indians. Tonight's game has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Summit Sports Medicine, Chambersburg and Waynesboro. The Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting for you in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly. Keystone Ford, 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville. They specialize in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. The Sports Page, your new source for Franklin County sports, is at thesportspage.blog. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let them outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and Klein Tours. Visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule. That'll wrap things up here in Greencastle. Shippensburg victorious 80-44. Tonight's game has been a production of Mid-Penn Broadcasting on the F&M Trust Sports Network. Again, our next broadcast of Greencastle basketball will be Monday right here against DeLone Catholic. For Jason Heilman, I'm John Freeman. Have a good night and a great weekend.